The WNBA offseason just got a lot more interesting. This year, Project B, a brand new women's basketball league, has burst onto the scene, offering big contracts and a chance for players to stay stateside. It's shaking up the entire women's basketball community, giving players new options and teams new headaches. The big question, will Project B's arrival fundamentally change the WNBA's balance of power? We're breaking down the players, the impact, and what it all means for the league. What's your take? Game changer, or just hype? Drop your thoughts below, and let's dive in. So, what exactly is Project B, and why is it suddenly the talk of the women's basketball world? Project B is a brand new, high-level women's basketball league based in the US, designed to run during the WNBA offseason. It's not just another league, it's a game changer for athletes who want to keep playing at an elite level without leaving the country. Traditionally, WNBA players have spent their off-seasons playing overseas, but now, Project B gives them a chance to compete at home in a condensed, high-intensity season. The biggest draw, the money is impressive. Project B is offering salaries that rival, and in some cases even surpass, the top contracts available in Europe and Asia. For many players, this is a huge incentive. Now, athletes can earn a substantial paycheck without spending months away from their families and friends, making it easier to maintain relationships and a sense of normalcy. The league's shorter schedule means less physical and mental burnout, and more time for players to rest, recover, and prepare for the next WNBA season. Staying stateside also opens up more media exposure, endorsement deals, and opportunities to connect with fans right here in the US, something that's hard to do from thousands of miles away. Project B is tackling the biggest challenges of overseas play: exhausting travel, long stretches away from home, and limited visibility for players who want to grow their personal brands. With all these benefits, it's no surprise that so many WNBA stars are seriously considering making the jump to Project B. The league promises not just financial security, but also a better work-life balance and a powerful platform for athletes to build their brands and legacies. For many WNBA players, Project B isn't just an opportunity, it's a revolution in women's basketball and an offer that's simply too good to pass up. So, who's actually joining Project B? The basketball world is buzzing with speculation, and fans are eager to know which WNBA stars are ready to make the leap. This isn't just about a new league, it's about a seismic shift in women's basketball. We already have confirmed commitments from established veterans, players who've long pushed for better pay and conditions. These are athletes who've built their reputations on and off the court, and their decisions are sending shockwaves through the league. Their moves give Project B instant credibility and put pressure on others to follow. When respected leaders take a stand, it signals to everyone that this new league is a serious contender. Rumors are swirling about all-stars and franchise faces considering the switch. These are the names that fill arenas and drive jersey sales, and their potential moves are fueling endless debates among fans and analysts. For them, it's about more than money, it's legacy, loyalty, and health. The decision to leave isn't easy, it's about protecting their bodies, securing their futures, and making a statement about what they deserve. Mid-career players and key role players could see Project B as a life-changing financial opportunity. For many, this could mean finally earning what they're worth and gaining stability for themselves and their families. International stars, tired of constant travel, might also be tempted to stay in the US year-round. The chance to avoid grueling overseas schedules and play closer to home is a huge draw. The appeal is broad. Legends, rising stars, and glue players are all weighing their options. Each group has its own reasons, but the excitement and uncertainty are shared by all. As more names join, the pressure on the WNBA, and on players still deciding, will only grow. Every new commitment adds momentum, and makes the decision even more urgent for those on the fence. Project B's gravitational pull is real, and the league's landscape could shift fast. The next few months could redefine the future of women's basketball as we know it. Here's where things get tricky. The WNBA's prioritization rule requires players to report on time, but Project B's schedule is designed to avoid conflicts. Still, teams worry about players arriving fatigued or less focused. Playing for another league, even domestically, can test team loyalty and strain relationships. Free agency could get interesting. Teams supportive of Project B may have an edge in recruiting. Players want organizations that respect their choices and career goals. Project B doesn't void contracts, but it changes the player-team dynamic in a big way. Teams must decide, embrace the new reality, or risk alienating their stars. If enough stars join Project B, the WNBA's competitive balance could flip. Super teams like the Aces or Liberty might see their chemistry and health take a hit if key players arrive tired or banged up. Meanwhile, teams that skip Project B could start the season fresher and more cohesive, stealing early wins and momentum. The standings could tighten, making the regular season more unpredictable and exciting. Parity could rise, with mid-tier teams suddenly in the mix for top seeds. GMs may rethink roster construction and prioritize players less likely to play year-round. Load management could become a bigger part of the WNBA. The smartest teams will adapt quickly and find new ways to win. Project B is a challenge and an opportunity for every franchise. For young WNBA players, Project B could be a game-changer. Instead of heading overseas, rookies and sophomores can stay in the U.S., close to family and support systems. The league offers competitive pay, even for newcomers, and a chance to develop against top-tier talent. It's a safer, more stable path. No culture shock, no language barriers, no grueling travel. Playing in Project B means learning from veterans and returning to the WNBA more polished. Less wear and tear early in their careers could mean longer, healthier playing days. For the next generation, Project B isn't just an alternative, it's a strategic career move. The traditional overseas grind may soon be a thing of the past. There's a real concern: will Project B lead to more injuries? Swapping rest for another high-intensity league could mean more fatigue and risk. Supporters argue it's safer than overseas play, no jet lag, less travel, and a more controlled environment. But the competition will be fierce, and injuries in March could linger into the WNBA season. Who's responsible if a player gets hurt? That's a legal and ethical gray area. Players must weigh financial rewards against physical risks. If injuries spike, criticism will mount. If not, Project B could silence doubters. For now, player health is the biggest wild card in this new equation. Is Project B a threat to the WNBA, or could it actually be the boost women's basketball has been waiting for? On one hand, Project B is a direct competitor for top talent, media coverage, and the attention of passionate fans. This could risk creating a fractured landscape where players, sponsors, and viewers are forced to pick sides instead of uniting behind one league. If Project B explodes in popularity, it could split not just media coverage, but also sponsorship deals and fan loyalty, making it harder for either league to truly thrive. But there's another side. Project B could keep women's basketball in the spotlight all year, drawing in new fans who might never have tuned in before, and helping to build even bigger stars and role models for the next generation. Healthy competition could push the WNBA to innovate, raising player salaries, investing in better marketing, and developing smarter media strategies to stay ahead. And if both leagues choose to collaborate, rather than compete, they could create a powerhouse platform that elevates women's basketball to new heights, reaching audiences around the world. Ultimately, the outcome depends on whether they see each other as rivals fighting for the same spotlight, or as partners working together to grow the game for everyone. A rising tide could lift all boats, creating more opportunities and excitement. Or it could spark a storm of competition that leaves both leagues struggling. The potential for growth is enormous, but so are the risks. The choices made now will shape the future of women's basketball for years to come. The next few years will define not just the fate of the WNBA and Project B, but the entire landscape of women's sports. Project B's timing is crucial. The WNBA's CBA is up for renegotiation soon. Players now have real leverage, a high-paying domestic alternative to the WNBA. Expect demands for higher salaries, better benefits, and a bigger share of league revenue. Owners may push for stricter rules on off-season play to protect their investments. The next CBA will be shaped by Project B's impact. No more theoretical debates, just hard realities. Issues like season length, load management, and salary structure will all be on the table. The negotiations could get heated, with both sides fighting for the future of the league. Project B has changed the game and the bargaining table. In this new landscape, stability is a secret weapon. Teams whose players skip Project B and focus on rest and team training could start the season strong. Veteran leaders who prioritize a championship send a powerful message and build team chemistry. Young teams can use the off-season for targeted development, accelerating their growth. A fully rested roster means a sharper, more intense training camp and early season edge. Early wins can make all the difference in a tight playoff race. Load management now means managing the whole year, not just the season. The quiet power of health and cohesion could be the key to the next WNBA title. Fans are split, and their voices matter. Some celebrate Project B as overdue empowerment for players, cheering every new signing. Others worry about injuries and divided loyalties, prioritizing team success above all. This tension plays out online and in arenas, and teams are paying attention. Public pressure can sway front offices. No one wants a PR disaster or to alienate loyal fans. Players, too, are building brands, and no fan perception is crucial. While not the only factor, fan sentiment adds another layer to every decision. The court of public opinion is now part of the game. Project B is more than just another league. It's a catalyst for change. It's reshaping contracts, team strategies, and the very future of the WNBA. We're entering a new era, with more opportunity and more complexity than ever before. The choices made now will echo for seasons to come. What's your biggest takeaway? Which team is best positioned for this new world? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more deep dives and updates. This story is just getting started.